Welcome to Tregenza, first final at the Old Collegians home. I'm joined here today by South Rugby ex-president, club legend, schnitzel connoisseur. Kia ora.
Kia ora, my brother. How you doing, bro? Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. Schnitzel connoisseur with a little bit of gravy and heaps of chips and chicken salt.
Have you checked them out here at the new Tregenza kitchen?
No, I haven't yet, but I am expecting that if I do have a schnitzel here, that it's going to have some gold-plated flakes on it, and stuff like that, because it's a bit of a flash club, this place, eh?
Yeah. Look, we'll get into it just after the game, mate. Big one today. What are you expecting from this game?
Bro, I'm from previous experiences with these teams too clashing, particularly in final times. I think there's going to be a lot of nerves in the first part, but I think that they're both going to settle. I think that both teams have got some maturity in it now. They've both done finals together, and I think it's just going to be a bit of a clash in the Titans and ball control, eh?
That's it, mate. The girls are about to come out. Just before they do, Adelaide University in the front row. It's relatively unchanged. Gemma Vink, Tara Nage and Christy Hume. In the second row, Run It Straight Challenge champion Barb Lowe, Soph Costello. In the back three, we've got Millicent Bennett, Kate Reynolds and Lucia Rakuaza. In the 9 and 10 combo, Lily Ryden, Beck Jones. And in the centres, we've got Grace Powell and Megan Jones with the back three of Helena Scott, Ruth Shaw and Akili Smith. Coming off the bench is Trish Francis, Pam Francis, Shauna Swart, Lee Glenn, Lauren Matters, Brooke Gallia and Kezia Antonio.
So what about you, bro? What do you reckon is how do you reckon this game's going to play out today?
Mate, I think there's a lot of nervous people today. There's a lot riding on it. Both teams have been here before, and I think the team that kind of wins that first 10-minute arm wrestle is going to be in a really good position. What we've seen in the last couple of games in the women's comp is it's come down to the kicking. They've been drawn in the score. So today for Uni, we've got pretty reasonable kicker in the hands of Lily Ryden. Who's going to be kicking for South today?
That one there, you normally have Francis. You got Francis. She's generally the kicker of the team there. Again, comes from so I think it's her first year back at Union. League is her history in that regards there. So she's got quite a sharp kicking game that we've seen quite effective throughout this season too. So yeah, I agree with you. I think obviously territory is going to be key here. The grounds are a bit muddy, but the weather's held off. There's a bit of a cloudy sky at the moment, but so I don't think it's going to be a lightning fast game. But definitely down to those 1%ers, those kicking, the execution of passes, domination of contact both in the carry and in a tackle. So it should be really interesting.
Hopefully it doesn't rain, mate. We've got no cover on us today, so we'll have to pinch the ref's tent. In the middle is Lisa Kenny, one of the best refs in the state, would you say?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But she's had a crack, eh? This is her second season playing refereeing seniors, and look, she has been very consistent. She gets on with everyone really well. She's well respected, and she's done an awesome job this season.
Look, really good communicator. Both sides, I think, are pretty happy with that appointment. We're just waiting now. The fans are tunnelling up just before the girls come out. Both coaches, big representatives of women's rugby in this state, both Emma and Kim.
Yep.
Done a lot for the state in women's rugby. They'll be coaching as well as wanting to be out there today. What would they be saying before kick-off?
Mate, I reckon Emma Yates again. She's she loves the physical stuff. She'll be talking about, look, just ball control, hold strong, be physical, and just play your own game, not worrying about the opposition. She's a smart cat, and she's a very cool-headed cat too. So none of this hoo-ha, growl type of thing. But I reckon she just keep their message quite simple for the girls. Look, the South girls have played pretty well this season. They're obviously minor premiers. So again, there's not really too much more that you can change on this game particularly now. It's just like, mate, it's your last game to just keep it simple, execute the basics, and hopefully the call goes your way.
I think it'll be a similar message in the Uni change room, mate. It's going to be really about controlling that first 10 minutes. I think, as we said before, it's likely to be physical early on.
Yeah.
And I think minimising errors and really holding on to that pill will be important. They're just about to come out. Souths are coming out now.
Shot, Here we go, South coming out, led up by the old veteran Momo, aka Marianne Longstaff, followed by her band of soldiers there, just all lining up in front of the grandstand now at the moment. Few smiles there, little bit of pats on the backs there, arms interlocking. Girls getting ready for a big showdown here. Adelaide University.
And Adelaide Uni. Here they come, led out by Dom Smith medalist Lucia. It's a big occasion for them. There's no game next week if you lose today. And then, of course, if you do win, you've got to get up for next week. Souths have had the week off.
Yep.
What have they been doing with that week, mate?
Mate, just nice and easy focused training. Just focusing on executing the basics. I'll probably sound like a broken record throughout this commentary, because that's all they've been focusing on, is the simple stuff. We were lucky enough to have the old the Black Ferns actually help us out coaching the week they were here too.
I saw that, mate. South Africa were down at this pitch.
Oh, yep.
Less exciting about that. More excited about the Black Ferns.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, especially when it comes to women's rugby, bro. You know. Oh, that's a game on, baby. Now, hey, if you're going to call it, so you're the coach of the university. What kind of gameplay would you play here? Come on, let's go. Spill the beans. You're gonna go wide and expansive. You're gonna go through the middle. What would you say?
I think again, it's about holding on to possession, mate. I don't want to kick away any ball. I think you've got dangerous options out the back, and you're physical in the middle. So I would be trying to move your forward pack, holding on to possession, and just holding on to patience.
Yeah.
I think in the last couple of games, it's been the patient team that's won, and the team that's obviously had a kicker. So patience, limit your errors, just be calm, enjoy the occasion.
Yep.
As an old person, I like to tell all the young fellas that, or the young girls today. Souths are about to get us underway here.
Here we go. First kick of the game there. Christie's into it.
And Barb runs it up off the fence. Good strong run by Barb. Short pod to the right of the pitch. University looking to truck it up one more. Again, they're looking for a pod to the left. 3-on-2, but they knock it on. It's over to Souths.
Oh, yeah, here you go. Khaleesi, nice clean out there. The old TK carries their ball out from the back there, takes it under contact. University strong, holding it there. Souths now get a bit of a maul on, pushing that ball there again, but I think University got some nice control. Oh no, TK's to the ground. Nice ball out there by Momo, standing at number 10, the forward standing at number 10. Out to Vanessa out in the centres. Quick ball out to Christie. Oh, smooth silky hands at the moment here. Running down here by Kate. Nice, good covering tackle there by University. South support a little bit slow there. Oh, and a little bit of a knock on there. Bro, good little start, eh, for South on that one.
Already a little start.
A little bit of nerves from my University.
I think so. They had a 3-on-2 opportunity there on the short side. A knock on. I thought they were playing advantage of Souths, but it's been shifted across the park. It's come down the edge there. So Souths have already shown their intention of how they're going to play.
Yep.
They're going to look to punch it and then get it wide early.
Yeah, I think so. One thing I did notice a little bit, and obviously we said maybe the teams are a bit nervous, is that just the line speed and the ball carry was just a little bit soft. They almost just feeling each other a little bit too easy at the moment. You kind of be expecting them to be hitting each other a bit hard at the moment. So I wonder if that's going to change at all.
Yeah, this will be an important passage of play. Souths have got good field position here. If they score this early in the game, it'll be big mentally for University to come back. Again, holding them out will be another big. Beck Jones takes it up. It's a high carry. They're going to look to bring it back to the short side. Lucia, strong carry by Lucia. The ball comes out again, short side. Sofas run it back into the ruck.
Oh, lost control there.
And they've lost control. Back over to Souths.
Charlotte, nice carry up the top there. Again, University not committed to any rucks, but South just holding on to that ball. TK running up, not making any advantage of playing ping pong tables on there, bouncing off a few players. Again, got her back turn bait, but she needs to basically drive forward, turn around. Oh, Gracie at the bottom of that ruck. to Vanessa. Vanessa got a couple pumps on Francis. Again, coming through, standing up in the tackle. Vanessa supporting, running through, just bouncing off a couple players. Quick load, offload to Christie. Young Christie offloads there. Oh, and unlucky. Hands it over to University. But then I think South must have got a hand in there, knock on. Mate, South say they wanting to go.
Wanting to go. They're having a crack at that breakdown. I think University have got isolated a couple of times there, and Souths are all over it.
They are.
They're going to have a go.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good one at the moment so far.
It'd be interesting to see whether University look to exit here,
yeah,
or whether they run it.
Well, I was actually quite surprised that your team actually run it from that scrum within the 22 that was handing it over there. Then she chose to run it out.
Look, they've moved Lily Wright into the back here, so I think that shows their intent to kick this and exit, which is a smart plan. She's an ex-University USA college star, so she can kick a ball. Doesn't quite find touch, and yes, she does.
She does. A little bit of an error there by Kate there from South, who obviously went to attempt to catch the ball, but obviously bounced away and touched it. So it's a University line, and first line out for the day. Call it, bro. 2 or 4. Where we going?
It's not my bag, mate. As long as it comes out cleanly.
Stop sitting on the bloody fence. Just call it. I would say
set piece, mate. I've got no idea.
2.
All right.
Well, it's got to be 2. There's a 4-man line out, bro.
Yeah. They'll go right to the back to safe.
Yeah.
No, they have gone to 2.
To 2.
Picked it right.
Here you go.
Back inside the barb.
Oh my goodness. University number 10. They she was what's the word I'm looking for? She was transmitting. Yeah, she was transmitting the pass before it was heading to Barb, eh? And then I think Barb was just waiting for that gap to open up rather than just don't show it. Don't just project it. If it's there, it's there. If it's not,
the execution wasn't quite there, but I think the plan was right.
Yeah, I think it was
using Barb on that back inside ball. She's a good straight hole runner.
Bro, nice little settler reset. But here we go. South ball in. South scrum 10 metres out from their try line. You got oh, it's good to see that Momo's not at first 5 anymore. She's in the scrum. That's good. Francis is there at number 10. Oh,
it's a little knock on.
Yeah. That ball lady, there must be too much butter. She must have too much butter on her toast today. She got old butterfingers happening there. Oh, TK.
It's heavy out there, but they're clearly nervous, mate.
Yeah.
So I think, again, the team that really settles into this as early as possible is probably going to be the team that takes this half out, and that'll be important.
Yeah, absolutely.
So those experienced players right now need to show that. Just settle us into the game, hold on to the ball, get us in the right part of the park.
Well, here you go now. So you've got your American All-Star college player that was at 10. Now she's back at half. So are we going to be safe to say that they're going to run it off the line?
I think they're going to run it here, mate.
Yep.
So Beck's certainly looking for it.
So I should stay my. I shouldn't go across to Emma and tell her the new tactic that we found out, eh?
Mate, you still got to defend it. Oh, good hole running.
Oh,
and again, South's so good at that breakdown.
Just support play, just a little bit too slow there. Vanessa holding up that ball. A little bit of a high tackle around the collars, but no, keep on playing on, which is what I like to see. A referee, I think he's got hands in the ruck, I believe. Yep. Gracie, quick tap off the ball. South showing the intent. South's running hard at the ball. University holding them up, slowing that ball down. Here you go, forwards getting in. Momo, a little bit of a loose ball at the back there, but again, South's able to pick that up by old TK. Nice hustle there, Gracie again. Arms are up forwards, hunting. Khaleesi carrying that ball there, but again, Barb meets her with a solid tackle. Hearty there, girl. Shot, bro. Khaleesi.
5
She's
out.
Still going in. Oh, went for the reach. Yeah, I think she too close to that line, went for a reach and then missed it. But then I think the ref here, Lisa's got them got University the penalty for. What's that for, bro?
I think not releasing there, mate.
Not releasing the tackle?
Yeah. There's some high carries and some loose carries early on. We're only 7 minutes in. Oh, they've missed touch there. That's a big error.
Great take by Sarah Gard, the veteran of South Rugby. Here we go, TK again and making up. Again, just runs on the outside there. Bounces off 2 or 3. Supports is good. Gracie's quick ball there to old Francis. Francis to Christie. Christie to T.
Here.
T's coming through. She's driving through. Oh, and she's down. Just a little bit hesitant there from University. They're just, yeah, like you said, it's almost like like a couple of things have gone against them in regards to like support play and that kind of stuff. But it's almost like now they're starting to second guess themselves in the contact side of things. They don't. So, do I go for the tackle? Do I not? Do I hang off?
And that hesitation at the breakdown's what's killing them. I think Souths, particularly the more experienced loose forwards, they're hanging back. As soon as University aren't over that ball at that breakdown, they're getting in. They're very accurate. They've turned the ball over about 3 or 4 times now.
Yep.
And it's created that scoring opportunity. There's still some loose carries and high carries on both sides,
yep.
but I think the difference at the moment is South's accuracy and aggression at that breakdown.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, again, not taking anything away from University too. I mean, there's still a couple of players there, the experienced players, that are really starting to hunt for that hit, to try and get their momentum, help get those girls lifted at University. But hey, like you said, bro, it's only 8 minutes into a 70-minute game, so
I'm exhausted, mate. I need a schnitzel.
Need a schnitzel. We got some gold flakes on that too, Yeah. Actually, we need to shout out to the president of Rob. Rob, if you are listening to this podcast, which you better be, mate, we could do with a couple of beers over here, bro. You cheeky bugger.
I'm impressed you haven't sworn already almost 10 minutes in, Tyrone. You've been on your absolute best behaviour.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And
absolute professional.
I noticed that the subtitles haven't come up either, which has been pretty good too.
Fantastic.
All right, University, bro. What do you reckon?
So Lily, again, she'll look to restart this. This will be a short and high kick. It's just dropped.
Nice carry by South. Look at that. Good intention. Good tackle though. Chop, low tackle, high tackle. University not committing to the rucks. Again, just that 2 pass off the ruck there. Again, South's got there in numbers. University just 2 or 3.
They've got big numbers out wide, don't they?
A little bit of loose pass. Francis just holding on there. Good little hold on the jersey. Again, University choosing not to commit to any rucks at the moment. TK running through. Nice good carry. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Lou, no release. I've seen that one before, girl, reaching in there like you're looking for some KFC. Jeez, watch out.
It's a fast game, mate. It's fine, I think, to not commit to those rucks, but then you have to press. If you're not going to get up with your line speed, but you're not competing at the breakdown, you're always going to go backwards.
So he
misses touch here.
Yeah, misses touch. Oh,
great take. She's isolated. Lily looked to shift this. It's gone out wide to Millie. Millie's picked up and dumped.
Smoked. South Australia
Adelaide University will look to just settle this in tight. Strong carry. Some appeals for hair pulling there. Lucia looks a bit isolated, but it doesn't matter. Great placement. And they'll look to go back inside again. No, they've switched it back up. Excellent footwork by Sophia. They're just sitting a little bit static at the moment. Another big, strong carry. Straight through the middle. It's a lot of work for about 10 metres. They'll probably look to go here. And another error.
Right off the chest there. Mate, good running by your number 1 prop there from University. Had 2 solid runs there.
Yeah, look, Gemma Vink. Very strong player.
Where did you get her from?
Oh, we can get some players, mate. We can hold on to some of them.
Yeah, she's a solid one. Is this her first season with University? Or?
Yeah, it is her first season with the University, and it would only be her first or second year of rugby. So,
welcome to rugby. Thank you. Got some good promise there.
Strong carries.
Here we go, halfway, scrum on halfway. Again, University, can they revert the momentum and put some pressure on these backs? Nice little ball from Gracie there. Just simple hands there from Francis to Vanessa to Christy. A loose tackle on the edge there. Again, University not committing to those tackles. Christy still been able to pump those there a good 10-15 metres. South piling in over that ruck there. Slow ball. Again, Francis here. South again just burrowing it up too. Again, high carries there. University's got it, but no, she's still able to get that ball down. Francis running onto the ball nicely. Shows a little
Great
bit of dummy.
pace.
Great tackle by University though. Boom! Again, here we go. Coming into the blind side there. Gracie trying to do that skip pass there on Kate. Nice take in there. Oh! Great clean out.
Great chop tackle by Helena Scott.
Well done.
I think that's Millie over the top.
It was.
Excellent presence. Barb's gone down.
Oh, Barbs. Come on, Barbs. I know you're going to listen to this because you want us to say your name a lot. So get up, girl. Let's go.
She's one of the real leaders of this team. When they're down, they look to her to carry the ball.
Well, she's a tough nut, eh, bro? She's a tough nut.
Yeah, she's very, very strong runner. Great hole runner.
Yep.
Great leader. And she is one of those people that does a lot more than she talks. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she does, absolutely. And bro, when she stands behind at the club and we have a couple of beers, she can sing some good songs too. Choice Waiatas. Shot their Barbs into her whānau. Here we go. Line
that
up
one
now.
hasn't missed touch. They've been opting for a short line out here.
Now, come on. No, are you going to make the call now? Are you going to go number 2 or 4?
We'll say 2. Right. I'll put the mockers on them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, well, it's obvious, isn't it?
All right, ball's in.
So I think the plan again, 2, and they'll look for a carry.
Nice take. Oh, just that pressure from South there. But again, offside.
Offside.
South's a bit eager there. Obviously having to wait for that ball to come out of the hands of the lock first.
So is this a turning point? A lot of errors in the game so far. You only want to take some field position here and just hold on to it, just settle into the game. Another great kick from Lily Ryden.
Right over the top. Here we go. University working their way up there nice and steady.
Lily is the sister of Michael Ryden, famous Adelaide University player.
Oh yeah? Well, what's he famous for?
Look, mate, playing a couple of seasons with us and then disappearing to the Northern Territory. So,
oh, did he? Oh, what a stink.
He's not, R.I.P. He's not dead, he's just gone.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, gotcha. Oh, unlucky.
Just caught on straight.
Yep, not straight there. South choose go for a scrum. So is he, obviously, no talk of retirement from any of the ladies internally for next year? University are keen to go again next year?
Look, as you and I said before the game, mate, what are you going to do with your Saturday if you retire?
That's true, eh? You know what you could do, eh? You could always try and play AFL, but then you'd just be miserable and depressed.
I could go mow my lawn, but I don't like doing that either.
No. That's the best way. You either get some sheep or you play rugby on your lawns. It gets cut for free either way, eh, bro? You know? Here you go, Gracie. Getting ready for that feed. TK at the back. Scrums have been stable last couple. Ooh,
2 very strong packs.
Nice little ball around the back there, Vanessa. Oh, Tamika just running through that gap there as a support play. University coming through. Good tackle there. Oh, might have got a little bit of a high shot. There you go, Francis. A little bit of a chip trying to take advantage. No advantage play.
Smart play. They're looking to shift it wide early.
Yeah, they are indeed. But what I've seen is University, they're starting to pick up more to the urgency on that scrum, that last scrum there, where they came off the line a lot quicker. Maybe a little bit, their timing might have been off just a little bit, but yeah, I think University is starting to pick up now. But here we go, penalty there. So we go, old Christie. Oh, and look, if you look over there, look at that, eh? On the supporters on the other side, there's South supporters. It's good to see that they can spell, but obviously don't want to have too big a word.
Well, mate, I'm confused. There's something that's keeping me up at night.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, so the South are the Bulls. It's this powerful, determined Bulls.
Yep.
But the women refer to themselves as the Bullettes. What's a Bullette? Can you explain to me?
Well, generally, I think the Bullets, other than having longer hair, they normally have bigger balls than the men. You know what I mean? Right. And plus, if you ask any of them, bro, they'll tell you how much more success they've had than our men too. So really.
Oh, look, they're the starring team of any club.
Our women's rugby is growing so well. Again, University again just hanging off the South. Players from both sides there. Ooh, South player run out again really high. Nice little hold up from Lucinta. Oh, a bit of a juggle there. Again, South's a little bit slow, but again, University not able to put them on the ground. If she put it on the ground, they would have had an isolation. Oh, nice little cut inside from Momo there. Francis still carrying on, driving on, quick little offload. And Christie's
and another try.
Again, just the hesitancy on that tackle there. But geez, did you see that number 1 Momo on that replay? If we get a replay on that last play there.
Here it comes up now,
Momo? Did you see Momo coming for that cut? Oh, girl, that forward looking in there.
She sold that inside line.
Mate, she sold it like pies on a corner.
So, South are continually, they're trucking it up, big strong carries, and then shifting it wide early. I saw them warming up before. They've got a lot of out-the-back type plays. They've got a lot of pace out wide. And Uni are not quite responding to that at the moment.
Nah, they're not. And I mean, look, the simple fact is that Uni's got the intent coming off the line, but it's like we said before, is that they're just not committing to the contact early enough, and or committing to that contact, so therefore make South start to hesitate or rethink what they should be doing next. Yeah. But because they are coming up quick, staying off, giving South too much time.
Yeah, absolutely. So two missed kicks. It'll be interesting to see whether that counts at the end. But Souths are looking dominant early on.
Yeah, it is indeed at the moment. The other part that you can see at the moment, again, is that South's probably just got a little bit, showing a little bit more energy, a little bit more want at the moment, like you've got your backs moving around. Again, granted, University haven't necessarily had that opportunity yet, but I can't wait to see when their backs do fire, because, I mean, I know the last few seasons, I mean, mate, University the women's backline is sharp, fast and dangerous.
This next passage of play will be a big one, mate. I think University will be obviously looking to score next and apply pressure. If South score next, I think it puts a lot of pressure to try and come back from that at this stage.
Yeah, it does.
So we'll see how University respond. Great take
by the big Momo coming through, offload there to Sarah Guards, but met with a solid contact by University.
Fantastic turnover from Costello. Another strong carry from Vink. 10, 15, 20 metres. They'll look to go back on that short side. Sophia, another great carry.
Okay, yep.
Lou looks isolated, but they get in early. And they'll look, you think they'd look to shift it wide now. Beck Jones. Take it in. They're about
TK's
22 metres out. And again, Souths is so good at that breakdown.
Yeah, so just a support play from a University, just a little bit too slow there, right? They were there, but just too slow in terms of that contact. It's almost like they were there more so just to cover rather than to clean out.
They've got similar game plans, but I think Souths are obviously executing better at the moment. Big, strong carries and then looking to go wide.
Yeah,
I think if Uni want to play that way, they've got to go a bit wider early, and they've obviously got to back each other up. Big carries from South here.
Yeah, Gracie again to TK. TK putting in a lot of work in this first half. Girl, you better make sure you be going for that full 70 minutes too. Oh, okay, then something a little bit happening there. Gracie just pulled out. Sarah Guards has pulled into the half. Khaleesi. Arm out like Jonah, driving on there, but good solid defense by University. Barb's over the ball, able to get it? No, not quite. Christie standing there. Sarah Guards, again, one of the matriarchs of rugby. Again, Christie stepping in, Vanessa out wide, out to Francis. Unlucky with the ball there, but still the ball went back there. Oh, she's recovered, driving on, good tackle. Oh, stolen by University, look at that. Your halfback
taking it back over. South is certainly showing the intent to spin it wide, mate. They can pass the ball. You must have been out there teaching them.
Bo, don't tell everybody though, okay? It's a top secret. I don't want to give away all my stuff. Nice clean ball.
They'll look to just settle inside here. Tara with the offload. It goes to South. South have got a big opportunity here.
Oh, what's your number 9 again?
Lily Ryden.
Lily, she's doing really well. But when she gets close to that ball, she is threatening around that pick. Oh, unlucky there with a little bit of a shot there. I'm sure there's no malice in it there, but old TK there went down.
Just see whether there's a replay.
Yeah, TK coming through there. A bit of a bounce coming through. A little bit of a jersey pull there, eh?
Yeah, look, it looks like she's grabbed her by the collar and pulled her back. I think she might be looking at a bit of a rest on the sideline for this. We'll see what happens.
TK coming through. I think you got Lucinda. I think it's a culprit. She's coming across the back there. Yes. Nice and slow. Or not Lou? No.
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, no, she's Lou.
Well, that looks like it could be Gemma Vick.
Oh, I think it's Gemma Vick, actually, bro. Yeah. My apologies, Lou.
Yeah, there's about 3 arms in there. Looks like it could be Gemma Vink. We'll see what happens.
No, that wasn't one of those things you were teaching those girls, were you?
No. Mate, look, I'm all hands in tackles, so I guess it's similar to the way I would try to tackle, but I don't tend to go too high.
Yeah, no. Well, most people are taller than you anyway, bro.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, unless you've got a trampoline, then you might get a head high, but you're safe from there.
That's right.
Well, TK, she's a hard nut. Come on, girl, get up there.
Yeah, she was travelling at speed, so to be pulled back by your shirt like that.
Well, thank you very much to old Coles, for hosting us this week. Because obviously, the weather's come out this weekend, bro. I could almost get a tan here, almost. If I wasn't so hairy and my hairs block the UV rays.
Yeah, mate, I don't tan, so I don't know what that's like.
Oh, don't you know what, bro? If you need some of my tan, bro, just let me know. I am the whitest moldy you'll ever meet, but I can share some of that with you, bro.
So she's called over Lucia. There's a bit of a conference going on with the touch judges.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what comes out of this.
Lucia pointed to old Vic saying, "Hey, it wasn't me, it was her." Look again. There's absolutely no malice in there. Reactional.
Yeah, so they have pulled her over, and I think she's likely to get a card here, and she does.
Yeah, she does. And here's the replay again. So here we go. Lou's coming across. Vic was just there, just that last little minute brain snap there and pulled her back. And here we go. Vic on the bench there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's a real shame. She's had a cracking game so far. She's taken some really strong carries. And that'll be a big 10-minute loss for our team.
Absolutely, definitely one of the strong ball carriers for uni. But again, when you've got so many great characters within a university there, that look, some tactical subs because obviously the front rowers come off and the shorter front rowers. So
yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how they.
Barb in the front row, get in there, girl.
Yeah, she's going to have a go.
Look at that. Pulls an old Tara. Then get in there, girl. I'll show you how to scrum. Old Tara just taps her on the back. Says,
just settle down there.
Yeah, I got you. Calm down. Sorry, Barb. We're just giving you a hard time. But it was actually Matt's idea. He said to give you a hard time first. All right, South scrum.
So let's see how they respond now.
Got Tamika with her hand up here, number 23, playing at fullback at the moment. TK
off the
straight off the bat. Runs around Lou. Hits that winger there. Bounces off the fullback. And down for a try.
That's a big score.
Big siren. Yep.
15 with kick to come. 25 minutes in.
Yep. Now, obviously, TK's had a great run so far in this half here that we've seen the first 25 minutes. So here she is here. Nice pick of Lou, very determined. Straight on TK, though, just able to get on the outside of it, which is a little bit more pace. Again, just those tackles falling off, bumps off and in there.
Such a strong runner.
Mate, such a strong runner. And I'm sure she's more like, that's it, I'm angry, I'm playing, let's go.
So kick to come. They haven't made it easy for her.
No.
Kicker's had 3 out wide, pretty much on the same spot.
That's right. Yeah. Well, actually, see, maybe we should actually hire your services and get you in to do some goal kicking training, for our ladies. You're pretty good on the boot there, bro.
Mate, if the game was just about kicking and touching, I'd love it.
Yeah,
play a game of touch football.
Yeah, touch football.
I'd go play that.
Yep.
No, look, I don't like too much of the physical stuff. That's good connection, and it just goes off.
Just away to the front there. Oh, we just we heard a slight commentary there that she was blaming the breeze. That there's too much breeze, which there isn't.
And it's a heavy part of the ground there too. So, look, Uni have really just got to hang on now. They've got to get through this half. No more scores, you'd be saying?
No more scores, absolutely. Again, all they've got to do though is just hold the ball. At the moment, they've just again, they've had a couple of good solid runs. They've held the ball for maybe 3 or 4 phases at the most, but that's at the most. You know, normally it's just been maybe 1 or 2 phases they lose the ball. Hold on to that ball, drive them up, get a bit more control. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, look, Souths they've turned around. They're a very different looking team than what they were against Burnside. Deep kick.
Here comes Jay, looking for that offload there, but no, decides, nah, I'm going to run it. Can University hanging off here?
That line speed's just lacking a bit, isn't it, Tyrone?
It is, it really is. It's just disappeared at the moment. Again, no real urgency from the University, but again, France has shown a little bit of a skip.
Great smothering tackle.
Absolutely. Again, Momo there, though, right over the ball. Sarah Gars lines up. Boom! Good shot, tackle there. University up for the challenge, though. They're still there. Souths haven't made too much meters at the moment.
They got numbers, though.
Here goes Emily down the side there, bobbing and weaving again. Oh, nice big body wrap tackle at the moment, though. Oh, able to strip the ball. Ball's over to Unis.
Well, they're down a player, so they've got to react. We can't.
Oh, turned over.
It's turned over again.
Bounced around, and here goes young Christie again. Doesn't want to make the kick any easier there. So obviously there must have. I remember seeing it halfway there that University turned the ball over. Oh, sorry, South turned the ball over to University. Then obviously there must have been a bit of a tackle and turnover again.
So this is the replay now, and yeah, she just got a bit isolated. I don't know who the player is. It's taken that off and just absolutely dusted everyone down the sideline.
Young Christie there. Yeah, this is definitely got to be a bit of a it's a confidence killer at the moment, isn't it? You know,
it's a big score.
What would you? So if you're coaching right now, what would you say? What would you change? Would you make any changes? You know, what would you be telling your water boy right now, water girl?
I think we've got to be much more accurate at that breakdown. We cannot hang off. We cannot be isolated. We're down a player, so we just have to react. We can't hang back. We have to react. We're just reacting too slowly at the moment, and of course, holding on to the ball would make it much easier for us. You know, it's still doable. There's still enough time in this game, and we've seen scores, particularly in this grade, turn pretty quickly.
Yep.
We've got a reasonable kicker. We can get back in this match, but the girls have got to be much more accurate at the breakdown, and they've got to reduce that error rate.
Absolutely.
They'll be back to 15 players pretty soon. A score before half would be lovely, but no scores against would be even better.
Yeah, I agree. Come on, Uni, let's go.
Sun's coming out for us.
Told you that tan's coming, bro. I told you.
Need some sunscreen here.
Woo, sunscreen in spring. Here we go.
It's a shorter kick this time.
Right into Clessy's hands. Clessy. Again, able just to be able to keep a couple players off bay at the moment there. Again, nice passage to play in regards to University coming up off the line, taking away space.
Yeah, much better. And Barb makes a great turnover. She's deemed to be part of that tackle, not releasing.
Yeah, unlucky.
Lisa's all over it.
That was a close one out, a little bit of a 50-50 here. So Barb here, oh yeah, no, your knees were clearly on the ground.
And it makes touch just at halfway. One of the referees just showing us why they referee.
Oh, what's up?
Unable to catch a ball.
Oh.
The line out South just before halfway.
And a key substitution for mother and daughter. So Momo has been replaced by her daughter Kaylee.
That's the dream, isn't it?
That's the dream,
playing one of your kids.
Absolutely.
Big shift from Momo.
Yeah, big shift. But Kaylee here, she knows how to hit. Nice line out ball there from South. Change the house, Francis. Good line directions at the moment. Showing some options. South's running straight through.
Taking it direct.
University's going to roll away a little bit quicker. Again, that ball's in. Just shifting the ball there. Look, Francis. Nice little dob there. You got Tamika there coming in from fullback.
Oh,
great shot by University.
Fantastic shot by Lily Ryden.
Thank you very much.
Punching well above her weight.
Oh, yeah, that girl can hit.
And Millicent with the backpack tackle.
Well, she's right over the ball again. Unlucky. Mate, after making that massive hit there, she goes in for that pilfer. She just went to ground and just didn't release.
Yeah.
Mate, I say, Lily girl, you're doing pretty good, all right? But here we go, South still in it.
They've got numbers here again. They go on their own.
All the way. Oh! Beautiful rip there by the fullback there. Taking their ball off TK.
Nikili Smith. That's a try saver.
That's a try saver. Old TK getting a little bit hungry on that one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they're creating an overlap almost every time. They're taking it quite direct, and they're getting it out quickly, and the backs are just distributing it so well and just pinning their ears down, and they've scored, 3 or 4 off that now.
They have. But great little try saver there.
So I'll look to exit.
Oh, Lily there.
Only a couple of minutes to go. So Lily did play in the college soccer scene over in the US. She came over back to Adelaide, her hometown, got involved with the rugby through the sevens, through the Romas.
Oh, yes.
Which is the gateway drug.
Yep.
And she's here playing 15s, and she's having an absolute cracker.
She's having a cracker. Great run by
strong defence.
Here we go there. South just settling into the ball there. Again, South nice and wide there. Lily, good little tackle. Almost lost the ball. Old Souths. Gracie gives that ball to Francis. Francis chips just over the top there of Barb.
There's no one back there. Bounces up.
Barb recovers nicely. Oh! Boom! No, thank you, sir. Bounces one off. And then got a nice placement there. South go for a little bit of a counter-attack.
Big play by Barb there. Uni will look just to settle this. Oh, looks slightly high.
Yeah, be careful there, girls. University.
Again, they're just slowing the speed of this just down a notch. Another big run by Soph Costello.
Good placement there.
And they'll look to go back that short side.
Yeah, just a little bit slow at the moment. It's recycling.
No, they're shifting it out. Reynolds takes on 3.
Okay, so no advantage there. Referee's playing an advantage for not going back 10.
And she's just signalling there that perhaps too high. So she did pick that up and was playing advantage.
Yeah, gotcha.
So Lisa, again, one of the best refs in the state. She was all over that. But really does. She communicates with players really well, but allows the game to flow. And they make touch.
Not the best place to have a line-up for University with all those bull signs there, noisy corner right there.
Yeah, the bull signs. They forgot the bullet sign, mate.
They did actually, yeah.
It's kept me up. I didn't understand what a bullet was.
Bro, you know what, bro?
Look, a cow or a heifer.
Maybe we didn't put bullet in there because we couldn't spell it, so we just had to do the bulls. That's about as far as we could go.
I would spell bullet.
Oh, bullet, yeah.
It's a bullet.
It's a bullet.
Great pass by Beck Jones. And another strong carry right through the middle from University. Lily gets it out quickly. She's in a bit of trouble. Reynolds offloads to Jones. Jones nice driven back.
Ella Christine, nice.
Off the feet there. There's a couple of penalties down this end of the ground. So South is certainly, they're still fighting for it. They're not resting on 20 points.
No, but it'd be bloody good if University were having this in the other end of the field, Here goes Lily, though, kicking it in for another line out.
Just take her time. Almost hits us on the head.
Lucky our heads are small that way, bro,
That's right. So we're at the almost 10-metre line there, just before halfway. Only a couple of minutes to go. I think it's got to be close to final play now in this half.
Gracie.
South did well to turn it over.
Oh, I think he's going to be lucky not to get a penalty there if she doesn't roll away. TK takes that ball off the top. You get Khaleesi, nice carry there.
Tara's taken a heavy blowing back play here, and she's gone down.
Vanessa Moana showing the ball. A little bit of a show and go. Comes off a uni hand into Tamika's hands.
Playing advantage to Souths.
A little bit messy here. Gracie picking it up. South still playing on here.
And they'll call
Hands on
that
the
South's
ball.
way. Taranage is in a bit of bother here, just near the sideline. I think she's going to have to come.
And here we go. Half time has been called with South going into the second half. 20, University 0. All right, brother. So it's on, eh?
It is on. South's very dominant in that half. Really, really accurate and aggressive at that breakdown and shifting it wide early. University just not quite able to answer consistently against them. They've had a couple of good passages of play, and it's now becoming a bit of a physical battle.
It is at the moment. Look, Barb's, shout out to Barb in the last couple of plays. She's really put on some massive hits to try and lift her team. Obviously with is it Viv or Viv? What's your last name? Your prop?
Gemma Vink.
Oh, Gemma Vink. Yeah, Gemma Vink. Obviously, hopefully, she's only just come back on after the Simbin. Look, if she can come on, it's just to fix a bit of muscle too, and to just get those forwards moving a bit more there. Maybe a little bit of counter rucking. Just to let the South know that they're there. Slow that ball down a little bit more. Might be able to give them a bit more advantage there. But University by no means are out of the game whatsoever. Still another 35 minutes to go. Just got to hustle.
Poor Tara's taken quite a big hit to the head there. I think that'll be her day.
Yeah. What shot, folks? Here we go. Here, look, you see a couple of shots. You see a couple of replays there. Old Francis coming through. Again, look, mate, look at Lily just hustling from the back there. South changing angles. Little Vanessa showing us a little bit of a goosey. Look at that, eh? Jeez, they've got some style, these girls, eh?
That's a reasonable try, mate. Like that play out the back.
Yep.
Off that.
Here, Francis, eh?
Your
Again,
number 10 is
mate,
having a great game.
She's having a cracker. What she's doing, every time at the moment is that she's running onto the ball. She's not standing and waiting, and therefore she's not giving the opposition time to be able to react to.
100%.
And that's what you and I used to do all the time, eh? I'm glad that we taught all our tricks.
Yeah, look. It felt fast when I was doing it. It wasn't fast though when I watch it.
Yeah. Well, back in those days, bro, the cameras, the frames didn't move as quickly, so it made it seem so slower than what it was. We were always so much faster. And so, what do you got planned for the rest of the day, my bro?
And I'm gonna go have one of these gold-plated schnitzels.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna head off and watch a bit more rugby. I think there's a cracker on this afternoon. I think Elizabeth have found themselves in a final. They're one way from the big dance against one of the top teams in town.
Yes.
They haven't been there for a long time, and it'll be a big game.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a cracker. Well done to Elizabeth for coming through, finishing in 4th place last weekend, taking our old Coles, our wonderful host for today, to see, I think they're playing Burnside today, is that right?
Yeah, they are playing Burnside, so we're not joined today by Mr. Tom Hankey, who's obviously just trying to warm them up and getting them ready for that game.
Yep.
It's certainly not the team you would have thought that would be in the finals at the start of the season, but they've made a lot of upsets this year, and they're still there. They could knock anyone off on the day.
Yeah, bro, they are absolutely. And so obviously your reign, bro. You're gonna go and put the boots on again next year for University.
Oh, look, Tyrone, I'm not going to retire ever. I'm just going to keep playing until I die, a bit like you.
Yeah, today. Well, hey, they need us. Hey, until these young guys stop making us look so good, then we might retire after that.
It's a cracker of a first half. What would you be saying to the Souths girls? They've obviously had a big dominant half. What would you say to them now?
Look, my thing would be is maintain the intensity, maintain the physicality, but just hold on to your discipline a bit. Just don't give them anything in here. The passes have been crisp. You haven't been forcing too many passes. Obviously, it looks like they're maintaining their structure at the moment. So I just say just maintain, but just raise that level of intensity, just affection more.
Yeah, they've been very disciplined for most of the game, except for that last 5 to 10 minutes. Yep. They probably gave away about half a dozen penalties.
Yep. They have indeed. So it's whether these girls can back it up. University, what do you think would be said in the University's camp right now?
I think it's about making sure players have belief that they can come back into that game without being too cliched. They can come back into this game. They need to be much more aggressive, much more accurate at that breakdown. They cannot hang off. They cannot hold back. They have to get up and press. They have to match South there. And I'd be saying to a couple of my experienced girls, is, you know, let's do something that drives us, that turns this around. Because those strong carries, those turnovers that a couple of them are making, that's what puts you back into a game very quickly.
Absolutely, makes a big difference, and it did make a big difference for University. Eh? When those girls carried, they were solid.
So Uni will have the restart, and that sun's getting brighter and hotter. I'm getting redder. You're getting slightly browner.
We're getting tanned and more tanned, brother. Woo! Next thing you know, we'll have our dad bods out there, bro. You know, watch out, rugby. Here we come. All right, so Lily about to kick us off for the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a cracker.
They've really got to score next. A nice short one.
Lovely. Nice take by Jay. Oh, nice ball there by Gracie. Good hands by Vanessa. Again, just shifting that ball, just 2-3 passes out. Just stretching University nice and wide at the moment.
So it looks like Fatara Naja's come off. It looks like Kezia Antonio's come on in the bright headgear there, who's got a bit of a limp on her. She's generational player. She's second, third generation at our club. But she's very strong, quite young, only 17, I think.
Oh, jeez, yeah, I got her. Oh, this nice little ball there, TK straightening up the lines there. Gets a cheeky little offload there, but again, right into University's hands. Oh, unlucky. University, Vic unable to control the ball. And Souths get away with that one.
Souths are playing a really high-tempo game. I think I saw glimpses of that the other week when they played, but this is as fast as I've seen them play all season.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're coming good at the right time. So South scrum, 10 metres out from halfway. What are they going to do here, Tyrone? Are they going to take it tight or go wide again?
Mate, I reckon they'll go wide again, because you've seen old Barb. Barb's now out at the centres. So she'll want to be shutting down Moana, and obviously Moana and Ella don't want to be running into Barb.
No, I wouldn't want to run into Barb.
Nah, me neither. On the rugby field or outside at the pub.
Great skill set, great passing from the South back line.
It's clean, and the ball has gone on the bounce for them. But again, Vanessa's gone and Barb's over the ball. Oh, unlucky. Barb's nice and clean over the ball, but the technical player on the ground was unable to roll away. South, quick tap, and here we go. TK taking it through the middle, bouncing off 2, 3, 4, ladies. Offloads the ball to the centre. South piling in. I'm sounding like Dave Webb right now. Coming through, nice little ball to Tamika. Great tackle there.
Dominant tackle.
Francis straightening up, a little bit of a show and go. Grabbed by Barb there again. I'm sick of saying her name. Here we go. Go Charlotte, nice little drive there, University there. Oh! And over the line for a try. South strike blood. Oh my goodness.
Very, very quick passage of play, mate.
It was. And look, University was showing some really good energy, you know, throughout this first half, and they still are. They're still making massive good attempts at tackles. You know, they're just not they're not dropping the person on the ground, and Souths are able to get their offload happening.
And they're starting to have a crack at the breakdown now, but it's not quite accurate enough. It's given away a penalty, and Souths have taken that advantage and just taken it straight to them.
Yeah.
Bit of an easier kick. Still none in front for her.
Yeah, no. Well done to Charlotte. Good bro there. South's looking to make a bit of a technical change in that one here. Again, so South's waiting for the kick. Ella unsuccessful in that kick there. Souths go into the next play. 25 to Souths, 0 to University. Again, here we go. Charlotte's trying the ball. Again, University players all over the tackle area, but just not putting them on the ground.
Look, there's not many people that are going to stop her that close
not
out.
that close, yeah.
I think they haven't had a lot of ball in their own half. I don't think they've had any ball in their own half.
No, very, very little. And it's literally lasted just minutes, eh?
It's a tough gig when you're on this side of the scoreline, particularly when there's a lot of emotion riding on a game. You can pretend like it's a normal game, but I think for all these girls, they know how important this one is.
Absolutely.
So it's about just getting yourself back in that emotionally, and doing something that turns that game.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, just before the kick-off there, it looks like in the background there that Barb for University is coming off. Looks like she's got a little bit of a bung shoulder or a little bit of an injury there. So
it's a big off.
That's a big off.
For University.
Let's heads up University. Let's go, girls. Who would have thought though, eh, bro? 4 or 5 years ago that we're commentating women's rugby and just how enjoyable it's been,
It's a fantastic league, and I think we've got to continue to get around it. We can't just pat ourselves on the back and say it's good. I think it's down to a couple of really core women who've grown the game in this state.
Yep.
On both sides of these two teams, and in the middle today, we've been lucky to have the quality of women that we do have in this league, and they've grown it. We need to get around them, and we need to support this league.
Absolutely.
It's an entertaining one.
Very, very, very good. I mean, look, my experience with coaching I coached the state girls a while ago, and I got to say, coaching women's rugby is a delight. They ask you questions all the time. They're always engaging. They challenge you on stuff. Mate, there's such a pleasure. This league and this women's comp. Yeah, man. Let's have sponsors out there or some other girls that want to give it a crack. Mate, come and try this game. You'd love it.
Strong scrum by South. Beck Jones takes it under, drifts under, big long pass to her sister Megan. It's gone just behind the contact zone there. And it looks like hands in or
not
rolling away. Lily takes a quick tap, not quite on the mark. Like all good halfbacks. Love a good tap, not on the mark.
Mate, that University backline, like if the ball was crisp, mate, she got on the outside of the south centre, mate, they would have been off.
Yeah, look,
those coach killers.
Big kick, big booming kick. It's given her about 30 metres. That's a good one. They've just got to clean up this line out. I think take it direct and then go wide early.
All right, good. Get the ball in those backs' hands. I think those backs are rearing for a run.
Short line outs all day today.
Yep. Gracie gets out in front there. Sarah Guard's chasing
messy.
it.
Yeah. South have pressed really well to catch them back there. Jones stutters, steps. Uni are back at the 10-metre line. Matters takes it in and is driven back. South are having a go.
Vink. Good solid run. There we go, Vink. That's what we wanted to see.
Big solid run by Vink.
But unfortunately they lost that ball to TK. TK's just fending girls off in the face. Pop. And unfortunately, penalty to South for University player not releasing. Mate.
Big, strong, straight arm palm from that South player.
Yes, that's more of a no. No, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you. Come again. Stop it.
She's bounced a couple of girls today.
But mate, Vink, first carry for the second half, and again dominating. Get the ball in her hand a bit more.
Yeah.
South line out, 40 metres out from University's try line. Right in front of the grandstand, in front of those golden schnitzels. Just waiting for your name. You can smell it, eh?
I can smell the beer.
Do you like gravy, bro? Do you put gravy?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What? Not tomato sauce,
on top or on the side?
Ooh, 50-50, bro. On the top and on the side. Got to dip the chips in there too.
I'm agnostic. Either way.
Agnostic. That's a very flash word, bro. Stop it.
I'm trying to confuse you.
Almost too many syllables. University up a bit early there. Kaylee going in for halfback. Francis again.
She pumps.
Body movements everywhere. Tamika just running through. Good covering tackle there by Lou. Tamika's put her hands up on the air and say, wait, what can I do? He's like, bro.
She's called them all.
Yeah, that's right.
Hang on to it.
South in there, though. South's going forward. Well done by Lou. But that was a bit of a crack up there. We get a replay of that one there. Tamika runs into it. Lou just gives her a big bear hug, holds her up on the air, and Tamika's like, hey, I can't do anything.
I can relate to this, mate. I've been picked up a few times and held up like a small baby.
So here comes Tamika through on the replay there, just dancing through. Just runs into the wrong person. Lou picks her up. Hey. And Tamika's like, hey, what's up?
It's the second worst feeling in rugby. I think the worst is when you're picked up and you can feel yourself going backwards with your head to the ground.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You're just getting man or woman handled, aren't you?
Being picked up like a rag doll's not great either.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's another thing about the women's game. You see big mismatches in terms of physical size.
Yeah.
So there's not many times you're going to see a 45, 50 kilo man on a 100, 120 kilo person in a game. You see that. I'm exaggerating those figures.
Yeah, of course.
But you don't tend to see that. We tend to be a bit more evenly sized.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Scrums have been pretty good today. You know, no one's really, no one team has dominated any scrums.
Yeah, both sides. Big packs. Again, South's just becoming a little bit ill-disciplined, but I guess at this time of the game they can afford that a bit.
At the moment.
You know, Uni really need to look for a score now.
Oh, look at
they
this,
tap
Uni.
and go. Vink.
Again, see, there
Another
you go.
song.
Thank you.
That's going to happen if you try to tackle Vink around the ears.
Oh, yes.
And they go short side. Lou. Another penetrating run. Oh, Francis. Takes it up high. She held up. No, she's managed to get it back.
Oh.
It's been kicked forward. Souths are straight on it. And that really shows part of the difference in these two teams.
Yep.
Souths are just so desperate to dive on the board, to have a go at absolutely everything.
That's right.
And those sort of half chances they're creating have let them create a lot of scoring opportunities.
Yeah, they do.
You really feel like if University get a quick, good ball there, they're in a scoring opportunity. Souths are all over it.
Yep, absolutely. And here they go here. Just over halfway. South scrum. University up. What are they going to do here? Barb's off.
Yeah. There's a few shifts in the back line. They've got both Francis sisters on. Pam Francis on the wing.
Good pressure there by Lou. Loose hands by Tamika. Put a little bit of a look up there and a knock on.
She had a bit of a look.
Oh, I think she had a little bit of a look there.
She was looking for Barb.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right, love. She's off.
Oh, no, she's not. She's back on here.
Here we go.
So, yeah, just a little bit of a loose carry there by South.
Poor Kezia Antonio. She's been such a strong player this year. She's only 17. She's barely able to run there. They got her on to give Barb a bit of a breather. Big loss for us today to not have her out there and fit.
Yeah.
But she goes off and she's put in a bit of a shift. Looks like Barb's going into
locks.
Come into the second row.
Mate, I've seen her front row, locks, centres.
Yeah.
Is there anything she can't do?
Nothing, mate.
No,
She can sing, dance.
Yeah, I don't know about the dancing buzz, eh? I've seen a couple of her flicks. If you want to see them, just look at university.com.au.
Lily takes it off the back. Francis. She's holding off about 2 or 3 of them. And it just spills out.
Your university player there trying to say it came off her back.
A little bit of chahooing. A little bit of aggression. And again, that's what it's about, mate. It's those half chances, just that desperation. There's clearly a team here that really wants to be playing next week.
That's right. Well, here we go. South players coming in there. University holding their feet. Still able to hustle. And then just pops the ball out over the line.
Couple of changes to be made here.
Vink.
Yeah, so Gemma Vink's coming off for a breather. And it looks like they've put Shauna Swart on. Absolute cracker by Vink. If you're a University fan, you hope she gets back on for a little bit. Was that straight? I don't know.
Yeah, it was straight by me. Absolutely.
Keely Smith not quite under it. She lets it bounce. Very dangerous. South regather.
Tamika's got the ball, looking for support. South's in, offload to Ella. Ella's to Francis. Francis just looking for some options at the moment. South's been a little bit cruisy.
Big pot out wide. They've got numbers out left if they spin it.
Good clean out by South. Oh, Barb's over the ball. Oh, unlucky, the old rules, Barb.
She's got to be careful here. Yeah. She'll be looking at a spell on the sideline, I think, if she gets another one.
Obviously, just that rule change coming in. You know how, like, when you go over the ball, you know, the old ways, you know, you get your hands past the ball, then you get cleaned out and scoop up. That's where Barb got caught on this one here. Hands on the ground first. Oh, South! Quick tap. Sarah guards. Run straight at Barb's. Good placement here. Gracie coming to the blind side. Again, Charlotte running their ball. Short line there. Nice defense by University at the moment. Good placement by South there. Just a little bit slow. Oh. And a penalty there.
Not releasing. So, I mean, I think just about every time they've taken it quick and they've taken it to Uni, they've come out with a score. That's probably the first time now. So, Uni again will look to exit. Lovely kick by Lily.
Luau would clean it out just past the 22. Uni ball.
Looks like Lauren Matters to throw in. I think again they'll look for that short option that they had been all day today.
Yeah, I can see Barb there on the inside there. Inside Jones. Nice line by Uni.
Jones takes it. She spins it wide. South press. Over the ball, and they've taken it again.
Francis again right over that ball. So quick. A little bit of a loose ball there from Gracie. Picked up by TK. TK running strong. University all over at the moment. Nice rip. University's ball.
I think she's playing advantage to University for a knock on there. There's no one back, but I think they want to hold on to this ball. Matters takes it up. She's met with strong South defence who turn it over. But it'll be a University ball for a knock-on.
No advantage.
It's a big turnaround from this Souths team from the last few rounds that I've watched them. They just seem like they're so much hungrier. Yeah. They want to really have a crack at that breakdown. They want to carry hard. They want to turn that ball over quickly and they want to spend it out wide.
Yep.
I mean, if they play like this next week, and it's looking like they probably will play next week, they're going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, yep. It is. Again, University defending in their half, just outside the 22. But hey, in true University fashion, they're going to attack.
No, it's University ball here, but South have shunted them. Lily's taken it off the back, and she's taken it down the sideline. Offloads to Francis, straight on that sideline, and she's just stepped out there.
Oh,
if you're a young winger facing a young Pam Francis, I'd be scared.
Yeah, I'd be freaking my undies out hard out, man. Yeah, and old TK just comes in over the top there. Just unlucky. Good little play there from Liv. Liv coming out the back of the scrum there. Nice meters made.
She's just been in everything today. She's given it everything, I think. So it'd be great to see her score a try before the end of this game.
Mate, absolutely. And don't forget, later on today, coming up, the men's Premier Elimination Final. But it's coming at 4 o'clock. And then obviously at 2:30, we've got the reserve grade. And then the Premier Reserves.
Winners through to the big dance next week.
Big dance, baby. Let's go. You say
South's holding the ball well.
Vanessa Moana passed that loose the ball. Picked up by Tamika. Just beating on the outside for speed and just scoops it in. Oh, man.
And you think at this stage, Tyrone, it's pretty insurmountable to come back from.
I think
30-0 down with a kick to come.
I mean, here's this play again. You know, like Vanessa Moana. I mean, at the moment too, you know, it's just happening where South are just getting the bounce of the ball, the bounce of the ball at the moment. You know, she runs through a hole, passes a pass. It's a little bit loose, bounces, but then bounces into the hands of another South player.
It's interesting though. Like I think teams that play really positively and play fast and attack and positive rugby at that ball, the ball does tend to bounce their way.
Does.
And so I just think South have just been so much eager at the ball today. They've been so much eager and aggressive at that breakdown. They've made a number of key turnovers. They've created all these opportunities. There's been no lucky tries today.
No.
And they've dominated.
Well, South have made a number of changes here. And,
She's made a kick.
Ella, she's kicked it.
Well, they haven't made this girl's job easy all day.
No, they haven't. So here we go for South. They've made a number of subs. Vanessa Moana is off. Your Danny, she's on. Also TK, great game from TK today. She's also off.
That's again, it'd be weighing on you heavy understanding the result of this game, what it means. Those senior players in this squad, they'd be running up to the kick-off. Let's be keen, let's push hard, and let's try and score before the end of this game.
Absolutely. And you'd be saying to the group right now, you know what? Doesn't matter where we are right now. Hey, look, this could be our last game of the season. Man, let's just blow the fuel out of it.
Let's just have a go.
Let's go.
Lovely kick.
Danny's got the
Danny's
ball.
taken
First
that
carry.
well.
Well done. Nice placement there, nice and steady. South taking their time. Nani's out at 10 to Francis. Francis to Kaylee. Kaylee short border. Sarah Guards again.
Unlucky there.
Unlucky with a forward pass there. Now Sarah Guards, number 2. I think she was actually I think on the first South women's rugby team.
Yeah, right.
Which is over 16 years ago. So she's been playing women's rugby since the inaugural games here in South Australia, and is still playing to this day.
And given that she is a South player, she's would be just about one of the most successful players in the union. South's women's team have won a few premierships at this stage, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. We haven't won many lately, but yeah, I think prior to I think in the first 15 years, and don't quote me, people, if you get all sicky and crybaby. I think out of in the first 15 years, I think South won potentially 12 to 13 of those titles. In that period of time, but then obviously as the comp is growing in that regards here, you know, you've seen Old Coles, University, Onkers, all have a piece of success, and Burnside.
There's a collapsed scrum there. Look, if Tyrone's made any of that up, that's fine.
Yeah,
we're allowed
absolutely.
to do that.
Yeah, just as long as it sounds good though. Was it convincing though?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was good.
Sounded like you were reading it from a book.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the Encyclopedia of Tyrone doesn't know too much. You like
knows where to get a good schnitzel.
Yeah, mate. As long as it's got gold flakes on it from Old Coles, we're on.
Great.
Rob Costanza, mate. I want my schnitzel in my beer. Let's go, bro. Stop in a holdout. That's the president of Old Coles, just for all your other people out there. Come on, Rob. All right, here we go. University scrum, mate, bro. Come on, bro. They're going to score here, aren't they? They're going to score. Positive. Let's go.
We're very positive, Tyrone. They're going to score. I think we're going to see Lily take this off the back and have a go here.
How did you know? Yep. Playing advantage for...
Lucia beat her to it.
Yep.
Quick ball. They've got some numbers here if they can shift it wide early. Reynolds looks to offload back inside. They've got the advantage though.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So they're playing under advantage there. The referee's got him down for high tackle.
Lily's gone for the quick tap and gone left. She's darting run off to Jones. Jones spins it out wide, and is it taken into touch? Not quite.
No, not quite.
The University reorganising themselves to take this more directly. We're about 10 metres out now. High carry, heavy in the contact.
South's just holding off.
The South's line speed has just started to drop off a little bit, and it's allowed Lou to get through. Great placement. They're going to pick and go here, are they?
They are indeed.
A little bit high in that pick and go, and she's been picked up.
And she's a bit high at the moment. South's holding her up there.
No, and she's managed to get herself down. Well done.
Oh, referee's called them all.
Another pick and go.
No, she's just still sitting there. Oh, she'll come now.
Another pick and go.
Oh, Barb. Nice shot there.
No, they've got to be inches away. And she's
Held
held up.
Well done. Good defense there. Again, look, University's showing that they've got some spunk still. You know, they're absolutely still going for it.
You know, a couple of these guys, they want to compete. They still want to be in this. Quick tap from Lily, and the right option to go down that left side.
Yep.
The right option, I think, to pick and go, but just held up over the line.
Just held up. Again, probably just a slight little difference maybe in gameplay here is that South from a forward, and they'll be looking to pass the ball 1 or 2 off, where University's still that 1 off dimension.
Kelly Smith beats one, but taken into a heavy contact.
Ah.
She's been turned over. So there's a deep goal line dropout from South, and they're already away.
Mate, barging through. Good defense here. Lily straight over the ball. Is she able to get it? Yes. Lily straight over the ball.
7 skills. Lucia's in on her own, but she doesn't care.
Sarah Guards trying to get on that tackle there. Unsuccessful.
Better line speed from South. Beck Jones reads it well, goes back inside. And it's just held up. Not releasing is the call. She's been very consistent today. Very clear in her instruction.
She has. Yep, the referee's done a great job. Thank you to all the referees for all you've done this season.
That's not what you say on the field, bro.
Yeah, no, shush. I'm trying to make up for all that stuff. I'm trying to get some credits for next year.
So they've gone to the line, so they're just settling it down a little bit. And one of the South girls looks like she's down in back play.
Yeah, Charlotte, she's down. I think she's rubbing her shoulder. She's always been carrying a bit of a niggle on that shoulder.
It's been a physical game today. There's a number of girls that have gone off, and they look hurt.
And they do. She does. She does indeed. But in true woman fashion, though, the rest of the girls are ready to go. They want to keep on going.
Looks like they're going to stop play for this. So it looks like a shoulder issue for
Charlotte. Charlie's played a fantastic game today.
It looks like she will come off for the day. Again, another strong carrier of the ball.
Here you go, University. 5 metres out from South's line. Can South hold strong and keep them out, or is University just a bit too much for them?
Another short line out.
Yeah.
Gone really short. Christy Humes picked it up and taken it down that short side. They look like they're going to pick and go here. They've got to go quicker than this if they're going to pick and go.
Good hit from South there to stop that ball. Oh, and unfortunately a knock on that hit and that contact.
Again, if you're going to pick and go, you've got to go quick, or you allow that defensive pressure just to set up.
Absolutely.
Conversely, you don't want to go on your own.
It's unfortunate there, Lou, picking up that ball there on that replay.
The sun's really coming down now. That muddy ground is starting to harden up for the men later on today.
Oh, yeah. I think it's hopefully been a nice, fast game. I can see old third grader getting ready. Warmed up their bros at the other end of the field. Getting ready for their do-or-die dance.
A warm, fast game. I reckon that might suit guys that might have some heritage in the Fijian Islands. Mate.
Yeah, I think so, bro.
There's a couple of those guys playing this afternoon. I might stick around. I'll get a schnitzel and a beer.
Yeah, particularly if the president from Old Coles is to pay for it, you know. That'd be good, if Rob paid for it.
That'd be wonderful.
Thanks, Rob. We'll just mention your name over the bars on the tab, President's tab.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Still a bit of a rejiggle in the front row there, so just both teams a little bit unsettled. Lisa, just the referee there in the middle, just making sure the girls just been playing well so far, been sitting well. Let's not have too many resets. Souths look like they're shaping to kick to clear out. Got some crazy kids here on the fence there, just behind South, as you can see.
They'd no doubt be some of the kids of some of the South players.
Yeah, actually, I think it's actually my kid, actually. Little punk. Get off the fence.
As long as he stays on the side, we can see him, Tyrone. Just trying to avoid that gold coin donation.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Save your money, son. That's for your schooling. Damn, but I thought I was going to public school. Yeah, no, you're going homeschooling, boy.
Don't know what's going. Looks like someone's in a bit of bother.
Is that Christy there?
Yeah, it looks like Christy Hume's taken a knee, but they're back at it.
Christy, she's been around for a while too, hasn't she?
Very experienced player. Very experienced player, and plays a physical game, so
yeah.
I can continue to play because I don't get involved in that too much. But she carries South. Put under pressure by Lily, and it looks like a knock on.
It was.
Great pressure by Lily Wright.
Absolutely. I believe that ball was not supposed to go to that particular player, and I think she was just as shocked as everyone else. Look at this. Boom. Yeah. Unlucky that University weren't able to gather that ball, take advantage and go for it. I think they would have been in for a certain try.
Look, I can relate, but I'm expecting the ball to come to me, and I still get shocked when it comes to me.
Actually, that is one of those things, like when you're clearing out from within your goal line, you don't want to be that person, eh?
It's always the halfback's fault.
Yeah.
If I'm playing at 10.
Yeah. Of course it is. It's either the pass.
Yeah.
All right, so University scrum.
University scrum, pretty close out from the try line.
South's
Bit
getting
of
a little bit
personnel
of a walk
changes mean that Souths are really shunting them. Lily's gone off the back. She's taken it direct. Is she over? Not
No,
quite.
held
She's
up.
held up short. They look to pick and go. Lucia places the ball over.
And there she is.
And it's a much-deserved try.
Well done to Uni.
The Don Smith medalist. She scores. And it looks like we're getting pretty close to curtains of this game, but it's a bit of a consolation try there for University.
Higaloo just grabs that ball, just reaches out right over the top and places that ball
She
down.
dunks it.
Oh, mate, in your face. University all of a sudden got a spring in their step, running back to halfway.
It's a couple of limping girls.
Yeah, what a great physical game it's
Been a
been.
very physical game. South would be talking about next week now. They'll be talking about closing out this game.
Absolutely.
Remaining disciplined.
Staying positive, eh?
Yeah.
Staying and finishing it to the end.
So,
Nothing worse than taking your foot off the throttle or being disrespectful to the other teammate by just cruising through. And I'm sure neither of these teams are doing that right now.
There's big respect, big rivalry between these two teams. They played off in a grand final against each other in 2019.
Yeah, it was a great one.
And it's been a great rivalry and a big week. Every week they play one another.
Yeah.
I think they've played each other twice this year, and I think they've both had a win each.
Yes,
and today
that's
it
true.
looks like it'll be South's day.
Yeah, South's got it on this one here. And then that was converted there by University. So the current score going into this next kick is South 32, University 7. All right.
Hopefully they kick it right down Barb's throat.
Oh, yeah.
She runs it for 60 metres and scores.
And then she'll need an inhaler and an ambulance.
She's ready to go, mate. No, they're going the other side. Smart option.
Yeah. Ella Christie kicking it off.
It's a
there.
short kick
It's a
because it
short
made 10. Not quite.
Oh, but University's touched it, play on.
They've regathered it. Oh, they're going to get caught behind the gain line there. Strong run by Millie.
Shot Millie.
Quick play. Lily Ryden swinging, looking for support. Manages to get it back. Knock back is the call.
Yep.
It's gone back again.
Oh.
She's.
Yeah, not on their feet, just falling off their feet over the ruck.
I think they'd be happy with that penalty though, because they've been so aggressive at that breakdown. That's what's probably won them the game today. They've started to give away a couple of penalties late. University quick tap matters. Well, she's picked up and driven.
Nice tackle by Sarah Guards, but Lily's still got the ball.
Lucia's demanded that ball. She's run out of that short side and is taking it down the sideline. Taking about 4 women to bring her down. And it's been turned over to South.
Turned it over to Mika. Has been able to lucky pick up the ball there, run straight into the tackle of Universities. Good tackle there. But again, South able to recycle their ball a little bit high. Gracie's come in there and saved their ball just. Oh no, she's knocked it on.
So a bit like the first 5 minutes, we're starting to see some errors creep into the game. So Scrum University.
Scrum University. Again, just those coach killers there, those 1%ers. Hey, just their ball security or their ball carry just a little bit loose.
A little bit loose, a little bit high, and probably looking to offload a couple of times and they just need to take it in.
But again, University's ball, can South hold them out, or University going to be able to get them in the last couple of plays? Are they going to be able to get some more, get another meat pie? Meat pie, I'm hungry. You getting hungry?
I am.
Yeah.
I've talked myself into it.
Yeah. I can feel like
I'm going to be disappointed if there are no schnitzels now. There'll be schnitzels next week, the South's grand final day, surely.
Bro, I got roast pork on the spit for you, gravy rolls.
Fantastic.
Bro, you name it, you got it. Here we go.
They've got an overlap here. Jones looks and goes back inside to Lily Ryden. Lily Ryden, she's looking. She's on her own. They'll look to pick and go here, I reckon. Yeah, Pam Francis. Big carry. Rumbling through. Makes about 10 metres and knocks about 4 girls backwards. Jones.
Nani, full body tackle. Nice.
Another strong carry by University. They look like they've got numbers here, but they haven't gone quite quick enough. Ryden's looking. Lucia carrying wide, carrying straight now. Offload. University. Can't quite hold on to that ball.
Loose tackle, and the ref has called it.
Looks like time. Congratulations, Souths Rugby.
Well done, ladies.
Big turnaround from them from the last few weeks.
Absolutely.
They'll be happy with that performance. They deserved that week off, and they worked and came back a much stronger team this week.
They did indeed. So well done to the coaches. Well done to University today. So finish it off well, and obviously back next season, bro. Here we go.
Back next season. Strong finish from the University women. It wasn't a great start to the season, and they picked up and couldn't quite get the job done today. They were just outclassed by a really strong women's team, but they should be happy with that, and they'll come back stronger next year.
Absolutely. Well, brother, thank you very much for your commentary. I really appreciated talking with you today, and hopefully we can get a schnitzel for free. You know, it would be nice from Wild Coles. Gold Flakes?
They can afford a couple of schnitzels for us.
Bro, they can, absolutely, bro. But other than everyone else, stick around. Obviously, we've got some fantastic games coming up. We got next here. We've got obviously the thirds playing off. Then
seconds, mates.
Reserves,
yeah.
man. Reserves.
Premier reserves.
Premier reserves coming through here, and then obviously the men's Premier grade.
And the Suns come out.
So
if your heritage is from a Fijian island, I think you're going to like today.
Oh yeah,
I think it's going to be a fast, fun afternoon of rugby.
Absolutely. All right, brother. Well, that's us signing off, bro. You everyone else have a fantastic rugby day, and we'll see you at the grand final.
I've got to go find my car because I had to park about 10 suburbs away here at Tregenza, and I've just been flashed by a supporter.
Absolutely. Amen to that. All right, see ya. Peace.